Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Board Game Heaven Talks Accessories. My name is Raymond, and in this video I'll be taking a look at the Rune Lords Organizer by Laserox for Pathfinder, the adventure card game. I'll open up this package and show you how it's assembled, then I'll put everything inside the box and I'll give you my final thoughts. So here it is, the Rune Lords Organizer by Laserox, which fits into any of the Pathfinder adventure card game boxes. So either the base set or the expansions, they have the same sizes. So let's open this up. Cut away from yourself, Raymond. There you go. All right, so the instructions have all the sheets with their numbers and a picture of how it's supposed to look, and the assembly instructions on the back. Seems pretty straightforward. There is one box you need to assemble. You need to assemble the outside around these, which you seem to just slide in, and this divider as well. So it seems pretty straightforward. Let's start. Oh yeah, you always get these nice golden Laserox seals that you can stick onto your box if you want to show that you have, in fact, a Laserox insert in there. You can also put it on the side of your box so you can see it in your shelf. Right, so let's see, well, where do we start? We start with the little box. So that's A1, 2, and 3. It says here required parts, and A1, 2, and 3 are smaller parts, so not this. Those are these dividers, or there is actually another part with these dividers. Let's see, that's this one. So this is one of the parts I need. That's A3, and you can just twist these like so and then take them out very simply. All right, I'll put this to the side here. This is also for the bigger box. I really like the ornaments that they have lasered into these things. All right, so then there's another divider here. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty cool. So this is the part over here that has A1. So that's one of the parts I need. So I have A3, A1. There should be another A3 here. That's this one. I already had that over here. So there we go. And then these three finally. I'm gonna twist it. This is a bit tighter, but there we go. Yeah, no problem. There. All right. Do I need these as well? No, that's B. Okay. Right. So let's take a look then. We've got this part, which is A1. That's the bottom. Then we have these two that slide in here and in here. Okay. Then we have the sides that go in there and there. And as you notice, there's a bit of a coloration difference here. So I'll put that on the inside and that on the outside. And, oh, that's it. This is for that part as B3. Okay, so there we go. And as usual, I'll just be using this hammer to tap everything in place and some simple wood glue with a brush, an old brush, to put it all together. You don't need a lot of glue. Sometimes you don't even need glue at all because it's very tight. But I like to use glue. Now this does have that, so I'm gonna put that on the inside because I'm assuming this is a box there. So it's over there. So since I'm putting my dice in there, aha. All right, so I checked their website and they tell you to store the dice in there. And if you're wondering why I have orange dice, I bought my copy of Pathfinder secondhand and there weren't any dice, so I just used some of mine. But their website says you build it with this up, so I'd have to put it in like this. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna turn this around. I'm gonna follow their own instructions on the website, despite what this is saying. I don't know why, but yeah, so there we go. You can always store whatever you have, whatever you need underneath there, hidden stash or something. So let's see, I'll just put a little bit of glue . And there you go, the tray for the dice. There we go. So that's cool, it's finished. Put that to the side. And then next we're going to make this. So this is B3, which is this part. Then I'll take these two, that's B2, just to check. That's this indeed. And B1 is this one. I have to find that. That's one part, 2 parts. And B1 has 3 of those, so that's this one. A little bit tougher to twist because of these things that are in the way. But once you've twisted it a couple of times, you can basically just push it out. So there we go. Any splinters you can just peel off. Okay, so we have this. These two simply slide in. There we go. That's easy enough. And this goes here. Let's see, this way. Yeah, so this sticks out. All right, let me just put a little bit of glue. Right, so we have that piece. Then we have this piece over here. I'll twist that as well. There we go, another empty board. And this goes over here then. All right, yeah, that looks to be correct because this lines up. And this is as tall as that, so it makes sense. So this is done, this part. Then we have these, so that's C1 and C2. Yep. 3 slots, 3 dividers. And these just slide in, or at least that one did. Yeah, that one as well. And there you go, and you can slide it all the way down, and that just stays in place like that. So that's easy enough. And then this connects to this. There's 1 slot left over here, so that goes in there. And then you need to put on the outer sides. So let me just put some. Do I want to glue this? I don't know. I don't really need to. Yeah, this has the 3 notches, so that goes here. All right. Yes. Okay, so there is. That's a bit strange. There's a notch here. What is that for? What's that for? I wonder. Oh, because this is supposed to go here. Right, there's only one way to put these together. It's not that hard. Just pay attention. And this needs to be flipped around like so to line up. All right, so this also has something that goes into these notches, but this seems to be the correct way to put this together. All right, so this is a bit challenging. There we go. I'll put some glue. Yeah, that went pretty easily. I'll just hold this up. Yeah, that goes all the way in with just a few taps without it even touching the ground, because I didn't want to put too much force on this divider. And then you just align this, push that in, align this, and push that in. This needs a little tap, I think. Not as hard as I thought it would be, because these go in quite easily. Okay, and then finally these. This requires a bit more finesse, because there's 3 of these notches that need to come together, and that's usually a bit more tight. Once you have one side flush, you can put it on its side and tap this in. There you go. So, almost done. Then I take this one, let's see. Right, so now it's pretty sturdy. Once it's all together, then I need this part. And the rest that remains are dividers. So this goes here. Go. All right, I think that's it. Looking good. Just give this a final squeeze. Maybe I can tap it in like this. Just using the side of the hammer here. And that did help. Now it's all the way in. All right. So now that this is ready, we have some dividers that you can put anywhere you want. And this is supposed to fit in here. I hope it does. I may have to give this an extra tap. Yeah, because it seems this is a tight fit. It does fit though, but yeah, it's a tight fit. So what I'm gonna do, give this an extra tap. Yeah, it's tight. It's very tight. It's actually pushing this out a bit. So that's unfortunate. Isn't because this is not entirely in place. Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot more I can do. I kind of wonder why they put this in separately. They could have just made, yeah, this included just in the thing. You don't need to take this out, unless you want to use this as a dice cup. Maybe that's the idea behind this, I don't know. But as it is, it's kind of tight, and obviously you're not supposed to put it there. That's for cards. So yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. This is a bit tight. If you push it up and down a few times, it does work. But yeah, the outer side is being pushed out a bit, as you can see. So a little tweak necessary there, I think, Laserox, but otherwise this, yeah, this is pretty good. So let me just put everything inside a box. So I've put the organizer inside the core box, as you can see. Put the dice in here. This is a complete set, I just happen to have that. And yeah, over here I put the villains, because that is just a small deck. I've put all the character cards in here, and I do have the extra character set. I've put the adventure cards over here with the scenarios, armor put over here to just fit, and loot over here. And as you can see, all the other cards are here, so I do have the core box, of course, with these scenarios, Hook Mountain, Stone Giants, Sins of the Saviors, Spires, and the character add-on deck. So this is all that is in here. Let's see if I can fit that like that. Yeah, see, that even fits. And they very cleverly made these dividers asymmetrical, because if you put one of these inside and you need to put a divider at the exact same spot, usually they would clash. But because of this, you can put two next to each other in the same spot and they will fit. So that's pretty clever. And I still do have half of this organizer left to put cards in. So if you have a second box, you can easily store everything inside. So had I done that the other way around, I could have demonstrated that. So let me just show that. If I put this here, I can still put this in the same spot, as you can see. So there's plenty of room, and if I have additional armor, I can just take that out from there and put it anywhere here. So there's a lot of room, and this does make it quite heavy, but there's a lot of paper, of course. A lot of cards do tend to make your game heavy, but you can consolidate two of these bigger boxes into one easily with this organizer. All right, let's go to my final thoughts. So my final thoughts on the Laserox Rune Lords organizer for Pathfinder, the adventure card game. Well, it fits easily into the box. It's easy to assemble. It's quick to assemble. Only requires a little bit of glue. It has plenty of room for all of the cards from the core game. I even put the expansion Skull and Shackles in here. They're mostly sleeved, and I still have plenty of room left in here. So I think you might even be able to fit in a third box, possibly unsleeved though. But I would recommend getting some extra dividers if you're ordering this, because with two core games, you might want some extra dividers to keep your cards organized. But otherwise, plenty of room. They can all sit up right into the box, and with the rule books on top, your box will still be flush, so you can close the lid fully. And I do like the fact that you get an extra dice tray. You could just leave it in here and just keep the dice in there, but you can also take it out and you'll have a nice clackety wooden dice cup to roll your dice if you want to, and it has a nice engraving inside as well, which is rather cool. It is a bit tight though, as you could see. I had a bit of trouble getting it in and out again. It does fit. As you can see, it does fit, but it is rather tight, so I really have to press down the insert to get this out again. So make sure to put everything together really tightly, but even then, I think, you know, like a millimeter of extra room around this tray would have been better. But that's just a minor nitpick I have. Otherwise, this is very functional and it works greatly. So absolutely 2 thumbs up for me. And that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please consider becoming a patron of my channel by clicking the link at the end of this video or in the description below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you next time on Board Game Heaven.